All right, we are back. It is Friday night. Hopefully everyone is doing well. You know, it's another glorious day in essentially crypto hell right now. My thumbnail right now is is Vincent Van Gogh's Scream and my face superimposed over it, and fire flames all around me. I don't know. It's the most random thumbnail, but apparently that's how I feel. That's the current mood right now, right, guys? Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me here today. It's Friday night. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Yeah, like, what's up? Special shout out to all the people who watch me in Chicago. That's what's up, man. My cousin Rahul, and who else? And Steve. Y'all from Chicago, thanks for watching me here today. All right, let's just get straight to it. And I'm on right now. Okay, hold on, guys. All right, let's go straight to the charts here. Actually, first let's look through really the numbers on the board. I'll just take a look at CoinMarketCap here. Look at that, guys. Red still all across the board, basically. List shining somehow. But let's actually look at this in terms of BTC. How bad is everything done in terms of BTC? There we start to see some green, right? We see some cryptocurrencies definitely outperforming BTC, right? We got Dentacoin, we got GX shares, we got Monacoin coming out. Wow. You know, and I think Monacoin. So you know, I think there's only two cryptocurrencies that you could actually exchange from fiat to cryptocurrencies. It's Monacoin in Japan and Bitcoin in Japan. I don't believe any other cryptocurrencies you could actually buy with the dollar. So it's pretty interesting. And let me go ahead and throw your guys' chat up, just so it feels more interactive. I know people do like watching that. Psychologically, apparently, it also helps as well. Let me just sit up a little bit. All right. That's what I like to hear. Okay. Hopefully everyone is doing well. And let's just go straight back to it. Let's just go straight into the charts. Truth be told, one of our loyal viewers here, a lot of loyal people here today. If this is your first time watching this stream, welcome. We do these live videos every single day. Nothing is scripted, nothing is planned. Well, we got a little bitty things planned, right? But it's all on the fly here. No jump cuts here, no redos here. All right, let's do this. BTC keep crashing. Let's just watch this right now. All right, let's look at that 4 hour. Whew, look at that. We're still in that descending wedge. I could probably pull this wedge. I could maybe even make two descending wedges. Is that even legal? Can I even do two descending wedges or two lines of support? We'll find out. All right, look at that. That's not too bad, right? It's not too bad at all. So let's draw another one as well. Look at that. Wow. I really like this. This is reminding me. Actually, I could even pull this even a little bit tighter. Wow, look at that. That's really nice. It's falling in within these zones pretty nicely. You know, and that's looking like a parallel channel, you know, but I still like this falling wedge idea better. That being said, we could get us all the way down to 7,000. That's a complete possibility if we keep bouncing around these lines here. You know, that falling wedge in between those orange lines, you know, that's a pretty strong signal. So I don't know, I wouldn't bet against it, but you know, 7,000 is definitely doable in my opinion. That hourly doesn't look good. BTC is still, it's not doing very well right now. Let's just put it that way. It's not doing very well right now. More triangles, please. Yeah. And over here on Twitter, you have more triangles than a pizza. Technically, pizzas don't have triangles. They have slices, and one side is curved because, you know, it's a pizza. You know, All right. Anyways, it's late here, guys. It's 9:44 here on PST. Instead of partying, we're here cryptoing, making money moves. I actually just bought I bought a little bit of Litecoin actually, just to test the waters a little bit, and I'm thinking about buying some HPB, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. If you're in the Moon Lounge or the Advantage, I'll let you know if I actually go ahead and buy some HPB. Right now, I just transferred in some money to buy some HPB, but I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. We'll see. All right, Dave Christian, hello. Okay, 2K would be excessive. No, I definitely think it could definitely drop a little bit lower. Bitcoin equals shitcoin. Huh. That's interesting. It's an interesting philosophy, considering I think everything that isn't Bitcoin or Ethereum is kind of a shitcoin. You know, that's the reality of it. You don't really even need your own token. You honestly don't need your own token. You could build everything on the Ethereum platform, like CryptoKitties did. You know, you don't even, none of these ICOs need their own token. It's just a means of crowd sailing. You know, you could essentially build everything on the Ethereum platform. That being said, let's just keep talking. Let's just keep, going through these markets. I mean, it's pretty bad. It's getting pretty bad here. We'll probably see our next little resistance was probably going to be 85. I mean, we'll see what's going on here, but that 4 hour doesn't look good. That 1 hour doesn't look good. It's bleak right now. It's really, really bleak right now. It's upsetting. It's upsetting a little bit, just to see that, Bitcoin can't recover as fast. There's a lot of weak hands. That means there's a lot of newbies and a lot of weak hands, because, I actually made quite a bit of money last night. When it did drop to 7,500 on Coinbase, I went ahead and picked some up, and then I sold at around 86. So pretty nice little profit there, over $1,000 profit there. So yeah, I mean, there's still money to be made here, but just, you got to be smart about it. I'm still in the Bitcoin accumulation phase, And that being said, let's keep going through the markets. ETH USD, let's check it out. Oh, there you go. That's much better. ETH USD. Oh, wow. Wow, that has really dropped in price, hasn't it? But I think we should go check it, ETH BTC. And if you guys want me to look at any other coins, we'll look at them together. So I wanted to pick some up, when it got under 0.1 rather. It's just not happening. I mean, it happened briefly last night. We saw it happen last night, and then I didn't pull the trigger fast enough. And it literally jumped down and jumped right back up. That's forming some really nice resistance. And let's go over to GDAX and see what's going on. All right. GDAX. That's not a stutter. That is my 50 Satoshi wrap. All right. 50 cent. All right. Well, it's actually not too much support. I was expecting a lot more on the 0.1. 0.1 is also a nice psychological level for a lot of Bitcoin holders. You feel depressed? I'm not depressed. No. I'm usually a cheery person, and just the markets, it's hard to keep crack a smile when you're seeing these 15-20% dives. So pretty intense stuff, pretty ridiculous stuff. And sorry guys, I'm just setting up my phone, just putting it on silent. Hold on guys. All right. Make me delicious Indian food. I can't even make myself some delicious Indian food, let alone cook you some Indian food. I made probably the worst food I've ever had. Anyways, we're on Litecoin here. Litecoin BTC. You know, wow, this is just. I'm kind of baffled. We're breaking through all of these supports, but that's kind of expected, you know, because Bitcoin is just taking a beating, and everything is, you know, soon to follow that exact drumbeat essentially. Um, I honestly don't see us. I honestly don't see us moving anytime soon, even with Litecoin, uh, until Bitcoin really makes a decisive decision to either break bullish or bearish, and we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. Let's go back. All right, so we had a question on IOTA from someone over on Twitter. And all right, so there's a lot of emotion coming out of Twitter today. You know, people panicking. Is Bitcoin really dead? No, Bitcoin I don't think is really dead. You know, there's just it's been declared dead so many times. It's getting absurd. You know, I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere. Yeah, it's taking a little hit, but I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. IOTA, I don't know. This is another one of those where I just wouldn't touch. I just would not touch IOTA. No product, complete pipe dream. I mean, it's just not a good time. It's not a good time with all this FUD and uncertainty. IOTA is not where you want to hedge most of your money, in my opinion. In my wholeheartedly opinion. I'm not telling you to sell your IOTA, because I'm not selling my portion. But I'm just saying, you know, if it's a large percentage of your portfolio, I just don't find it very smart or a good idea. But that being said, I'm just reading you guys' comments all over the place. What about Ripple? So Ripple actually hit under 65 cents, and I thought that was really, really low. I thought people would try to push the money back. They did. So they did push it back up. You know, 80 cents right now. That's not too bad. But I'd rather look at this in BTC. But actually, let's actually look through this as well in you know, USD right now. So let's just take a look. That's a random candle up there, huh? This is Kraken. All right. This is a Kraken exchange, so there's a lot of random candle formations that Kraken somehow populates. So it's really weird, but bear with me here, guys. This is interesting. We're hitting this support line, and maybe support will hold for Ripple. That's 65 cent mark. Like, that's pretty solid support that we've had. You know, look at this going back. If you're looking between this gray and blue, you know, we've held that for, you know, a few days, and then we just bounced off at once. So that could indicate pretty strong support. That RSI is super low. We're looking at the 4 hour right now, guys. So that's pretty much what I'm saying. But that being said, it's still looking kind of shaky. And Irish guy in Singapore, what's up, Desmond? He says, do you think QTUM could still be $300 to $400 at the end of this year? Let's take a look. Wow, look at that support. That's really nice support down here. Well, I might just go put an order in for QTUM. Yeah, I'm going to go put an order in for QTUM right down here. You know what? This is live trading, and I'm gonna do that off screen. You know, before I forget. Look at that, guys. Look at that. 12.17, and we've just bounced once, twice, three, you know, 4 times. And guys, it's gonna happen again. I really think it's gonna happen again. Underneath that 0.003 mark to 0.0028, looks really, really good to me for QTUM. But that being said, I know I put in an order earlier today. I don't remember which one it was, but it's looking good here. It's looking really good. So I might, you know, throw in an order for QTUM, you know, just to see if it hits or not. I think QTUM again. So Desmond asked if you think it's gonna go to 300, 400? Let's actually go back to CoinMarketCap and show you my reasoning. There's no way that Neo deserves to be $111 and QTUM is 26. That makes no sense to me. I think QTUM and Neo are neck and neck. I don't think one's better than the other, even now. It just doesn't make any sense to me that someone would say, QTUM is better than Neo. All right. So that being said, I still really like this, purple trend here. I still really like it. And guess what, guys? We are bouncing off of this. Look at that. It was going back here. We had that small trend, so we just drew our little fractal here. We have the support, the sideways support going on, and our fractal, it's going to hit our fractal. What is it going to happen? I think it's going to kind of bounce up. I honestly think it's going to kind of bounce up. But let's look at that hourly. No, it doesn't really look like it's going to bounce up, but it's looking stable. Maybe an order below that 0.028 mark, that 0.030 mark. Maybe that's probably a better idea for the short term. Considering we are being so shaky. We're so shaky on Bitcoin still. We're so shaky. We don't know which way it's going to go. It could continue to drop. It could bounce back. Right now, all these expert analysts, they don't really know anything. I mean, everyone's, at one point, all these expert chartists and stuff, they're like, it's going to bounce, it's going to break, it's going to bounce, it's going to break. They seem to change their mind every other day. But of course, you're allowed to change your mind every other day because it's new information of the day. So, crypto moves very fast. A single day is a lot, is a lot. So, it's 3 times the volatility is, for example, the traditional market. That's what a lot of people don't understand. So a single day in the crypto markets is huge. We have people all around the world trading at different times all the time. You can't even shut your eyes on this market, and that's kind of the beauty of it, right? So let's see. I'm not saying that Neo is better than QTUM. I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying QTUM is better than Neo either. I'm just saying that there's no way that you could say Neo is quote unquote, better than QTUM. You can't say it. You just can't say it. And even the price valuation, I just don't think you could say it. I go to a lot of these conferences, and QTUM is still a very, very hot topic subject. I'm like, okay, people are going to go on Ethereum and then easily switch over to QTUM. That's what people are saying. That's what ICO developers are saying. And, I haven't seen that same level of enthusiasm behind Neo. That being said, I'm still holding on to my Neo. I actually own more Neo than QTUM. But, I actually didn't get into QTUM as early as I got into Neo. I saw Neo with the good points about Neo. And then when I saw QTUM, I was like, wow, this is better than Neo. And I thought the entire QTUM's entire organization is better structured than Neo's, but for some reason or another, with Neo being China's Ethereum, it got that rep, and now it kind of just took off, in my opinion. I don't, I'm not going to speak on, the DevCon went well. There's a lot of huge community organizations, but I like QTUM's corporate drive, and I think corporations and single leaders, people who lead companies, I think there's a lot to admire there. And that's essentially why I like QTUM over Neo. I think if you have a central leader, they could get a lot more done than, obviously, dictatorships could get a lot more done than, for example, democracies. I'm not saying it's good or bad or what, right? But I'm just saying, one person makes a decision, gets things done, and that's what I really like to see. I really do like that in companies. That if Steve Jobs says, destroy this iPhone, it's terrible. We got to redesign everything. Everyone has to listen. You know, it's not like a democratic vote, essentially, right? B token email hack. So yeah, B token got phishing scammed. You know, they didn't really get hacked. So they essentially got essentially people somehow got access not to their emails, not to their email address, but to the emails that were in their list. And then they sent out this B token email saying, hey, contribute to this address. And if you contribute to an address that was sent to you by an email, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Because, like, if this is your first ICO that you're contributing to, okay. All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But if someone emails you and says contribute to this ETH address, you gotta, and you know, I saw some transactions for over 10, 15 ETH. You gotta double check this stuff. Even when I'm sending from one exchange to another or from one wallet to another, I check my address like 4 or 5 times. I mean, I check each letter, and then I'm just like, okay, this match up, because I've made a mistake. I lost $2,000 in 2013. That may not seem like a lot of money to you, but to me, in 2013, it was like 2013 to 2014. To me, that was huge. You know, considering that was like 2 Bitcoin. You know, I was at more like 3 Bitcoin. So, you know, it was upsetting, right? And you don't want to lose your money like that. You know, set your 2FAs, guys. Make sure you set your 2FAs, and make sure you reread your addresses, because it does happen, right? Yeah. So that being said, I mean, let's just go back to QTUM real quick. You know, I don't want to get off topic here or anything, but I honestly think QTUM is going to 3 to 4x at least. I honestly think QTUM is going to take off more than Neo. I think Neo has had a nice run. You know, but I think QTUM is going to have a really nice run as well. As soon as people understand its potential, and you know, when ICOs start to go live on it more successfully, I think it's going to be pretty impactful. Yeah, guys, do me a favor and smash that like button. And if you're on Twitter, retweet this. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment after this video is over. And if you're on Facebook, reshare this, because we're going to give out some free crypto live on air from last time's stream. So last night's stream, you know, we'll see. We'll see if last night's stream will essentially pick a winner, rather. All right. When does QTUM go live? QTUM's already live. They had their token swap a long time ago. So QTUM is already live. You can stake your QTUM and everything. That being said, thoughts on Icon. So let's actually go check out ICX. I think it's about time we check Icon. Can we get an update on Icon? Snake, do you trade stocks? I still do, actually. Yeah, I still do. I actually still do Forex as well, but not nearly as much as I used to. I sometimes I dabble into it, and then I'm just like, this sucks. You know, making 5% a week sucks. You know, essentially, you know, and you're putting so much time into it, and you got to be up in the morning. You know, screw that. You know, I'd much rather trade 24/7, essentially. Okay, let's go. ICX, BTC. That's still forming some sort of a channel down. It's not looking good. The hourly doesn't look good. Let's look at that 4 hour. 4 hour gives us a decent medium term look. Still headed down. Maybe we'll get even further down. I think underneath that 0.005 would be a pretty decent mark for Icon. Look at that. It's a pretty decent mark. I mean, we haven't been that low since the 6th of January. It's not too bad. Good morning from Belgium. Welcome. Good night from Los Angeles. A lot of people all around the world. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're just now joining the channel, it's your first time, welcome. We're a tight-knit community. I essentially know a lot of these people, a lot of the people in this live chat by name now. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, we've been doing this only for like nine months now. I think it's actually been a year since our first video, and there weren't many crypto YouTubers. Now they're popping up left and right, but that's good. You know, I always welcome anyone to go onto YouTube. If you have an opinion and you feel educated enough about it, I think you should go on. You know, or even if you're entertaining. You know, there's a bunch of people I watch on YouTube that have no knowledge of crypto but are just funny. So I'm just like, haha, very funny. But then there's some people I really respect, you know, and just, okay, you know, they've been around for a long, like we've been doing this since 2013. So, you know, Sam even earlier than me. So it's good to get several different opinions in my opinion. You know, I don't think you should ever listen to one single person. And that being said, Icon, yeah, there's no signals for me here to buy. Really, there aren't. Let's go back to that hourly. Yeah, there really aren't many signals for me to buy. I wouldn't. I would wait for it to drop lower. Trading View, buy box is looking seductive. Speaking of buy box, I'm about to go buy some HPB possibly. So let's go take a look at those charts. HPB is going to be dropping on KuCoin very soon. So by dropping, I mean it's going to be listed onto buy box. Yeah, let's translate this. So let's just put this into English. Token trading, HPB, BTC, perfect. Okay. Wow. Buy box kind of picking up. Let's look at that MACD. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish they had better indicators here or any sort of data. This is the worst chart. This is what I have to do, guys. Oh, this is better. Okay. So MACD, actually that's looking pretty strong. Am I gonna buy this? Interesting. Am I actually gonna buy this? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out soon. In next week's episode. Nah. I don't know if I'm buying right now. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe later tonight. All right. Let's keep going to you guys' questions. What do you think will happen to Bitcoin? I don't think anything's really going to happen to Bitcoin. I think we're going to probably find our bottom. We're gonna find our bottom, stick our foot in it, and then start walking upwards again. You know, I think this is just a natural progression of things. I mean, we're still up. I just saw this Merkle article that we're still up 700% since last February. Take that in, guys. So if you're just now entering the market, you know, just realize how early I was. You know, in 2013, and be like, wow, like, you know, a lot of my viewers did not get into crypto in 2013. They got into like late 2017. That's when most people got into crypto. And that's, and sometimes it kind of phases me because now I'm communicating to you guys like, oh yeah, remember when Litecoin was like $3 or Litecoin was 29 bucks, Bitcoin was like at 250. You know, I remember Bitcoin, you know, under 1,000. That was really fantastic. We hit that 1,000. We hit that $2,000 mark, you know, back in early 2017. I was like, wow, you know, we made it, guys. We made it. We're in the big leagues now. We're hitting $1,000 bucks. And then November rolls around and we're hitting 10,000. And then we're hitting 20,000, by the end of November, early December. It's just crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. You're basically only hurting if you invested in the last 2 months. Not necessarily true, because a lot of people got into these altcoins, and then they're taking altcoins are taking a bigger hit than Bitcoin right now. So some of these altcoins, like for example Tron, like you got hammered if you got into Tron High. I didn't get into Tron High. So Lightning Network will crush LTC? I don't think so. So guys, all right, everybody sit down, listen carefully. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, everybody listen carefully. Lightning Network, Raiden Network, Plasma, Trinity, all of these scaling solutions. Trinity is Neo scaling solution. All of these scaling solutions, they have came out and said, if you are transmitting a large amount of Ethereum or Bitcoin, you should use the main chain and not use Lightning Network or not use Raiden Network. You understand that, right? That all these scaling solutions are meant for microtransactions. They're not meant for these large transactions. And when I keep hearing this, Lightning Network is going to kill Litecoin, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Does the $100 bill kill the $1 bill? It doesn't make any sense. Honestly. Raiden from Mortal Kombat? No. Not Raiden from Mortal Kombat. The god of lightning. Now, Raiden was the true OG god of lightning before I even knew about Thor. But anyways, just 90s things. I grew up in the 90s, so Mortal Kombat hits a nice spot for me. All right, I bought LTC at 260 long-term hodl though. All good. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. I think Litecoin will absolutely recover. Is Qtum Rocket real? Absolutely it is. Substratum and Sub-Zero. Interesting. Speaking of Substratum, it actually didn't look too bad yesterday. Let's see actually how it did. So we're still almost breaking down here on this wedge. Like, look at that. It's another nice little wedge here. I think we're going to continue breaking down. I think there's better price points here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to break down here with Substratum. How's Stellar looking? Stellar. XLM. Wait, did Poloniex not change Stellar's ticker yet? Remember Poloniex used to have STR as their ticker for Stellar? It made no sense to me. Made no sense to me why they had a different ticker. But even Kraken doesn't have, they don't call it BTC, they call it XBT. The entire world uses BTC and you're going to use XBT. Doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to, right? Let's actually go to XLM on a larger, more data rather. XLM BTC. All right, I'm going to delete these lines and we're going to redraw this chart. All right. Let's just draw this chart. like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. We got a parallel channel. We got upward support for XLM. That's looking really nice. I'd like to draw a fib. And I'd like to see our indicators here. MACD is still headed down. That's fine. Maybe it'll travel around here. We'll have a decision point sometime next week. And we're still really high for Stellar, guys. Oh, okay. So I don't think Stellar is really going to. It's been really high. I don't think it's going to break down per se, but it's gonna. I want to invest. I want to get into Stellar. I really want to get into Stellar. I want a bigger position into Stellar over my Ripple. You know, I actually want to sell some of my Ripple off into Stellar. That's just a personal decision I've made. But we'll see if I could actually get in. GVT, BTC. So we have some questions on Binance as well. I like this. I like those lower and lower highs, and then it kind of consolidates right to our support here on GVT. That's really nice. I really like this. We're looking at the 12-hour indicator here, guys. And that being said, you know, actually maybe I think there's a way to do this. Watermark. Aha. Hopefully you guys could see that. Hold on. Is that annoying? Yeah, that's really annoying. Okay. All right. So we're getting this lower and lower highs and those higher and higher lows. A little more consolidation here, right on our support line. This is looking good. This is looking like a nice buy zone. Let's go to that 4-hour. Okay. Guess who's buying some GVT? All right, let me write this note down. I want to buy HPB, and I see what so I trade very frequently, guys. Like you know, a lot of people watch the markets and just like constantly are scrolling through their blockfolio. I'm a very active trader. I trade 3, 4, 5 trades a day. I think that's pretty active. You know, when I'm margin trading, it's a lot more. It's like maybe 15, 20 trades a day. And you know, once you kind of understand the market a little better and you're really educated on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, I think it's a lot of fun, you know, and like you're making a lot of these conscious investment decisions. Honestly, you know, when I was doing Forex and I was, you know, trading commodities and, you know, I was trading stocks, I would try to research as much as I can. Sometimes I would miss quarterly. So in the stock market, they have quarterly earning reports, and sometimes I'd miss those. I was like, why did this jump? You know, and then I would have to research. I'm like, damn, I could have known about this, you know, months ago, but no, I didn't. So honestly, I wasn't that mentally invested into the traditional market stocks. But in cryptocurrency, it's completely different, you know, because, you know, a lot of us from the, you know, a lot of us millennials and Generation X people, even digital natives. So apparently, they're calling them Generation Z, the new guys. Apparently not millennials, but people that were born after the year 2000. Apparently they're calling them Generation Z, Tide Pod eaters, and what else? Tide Pod eaters, and then digital natives. I really like digital natives. I think digital natives is, you know, because people who are born after the year 2000, you're essentially born in the digital world, and I really like that term. You know, millennials kind of is like people give millennials a really bad rep. You know, unfortunately, why are Gen Z bad? I'm not saying Gen Z is bad. I'm not saying the younger kids. You know, the higher generations always seem to think that the generation after them is always, you know, kind of shitty. You know, but I don't think the younger kids are bad. They just gotta stop eating Tide Pods, honestly. You know, I don't remember kids my I don't remember anything like that when I was a kid, um, in North Carolina or Pennsylvania, uh, that we were eating Tide Pods. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. The Tide Pods. You know, I don't know if you guys. Baby boomers are the worst. I wish they would eat Tide Pods. Baby boomers aren't bad. They're entitled, but they're not bad, right? They live in their own bubble. You know, when you talk to someone, you have to understand where they're coming from. This is even applicable to the cryptocurrency space. You know, when people are talking about cryptocurrency like they know something from the traditional market, you know, when they've been pretty much taught and bred a certain way to think a certain way, saying, okay, oh, decentralization is bad, big government is good, or you know, the government can do no harm. You know, you have to understand where they're coming from. You know, baby boomers have had, I wouldn't say an easy life, but an economically amazing life. You know, they could essentially afford any home they want, anywhere they want, you know, besides like Manhattan and, you know, maybe, you know, some parts of San Francisco. But essentially, like with a minimum wage job back in the 60s and 50s, you could have afforded a really, really nice salary. You know, or, sorry, a really nice salary, a really, really nice home, even on minimum wage. And, you know, there was, you know, obviously it was a growing phase for the country here, the United States, and the whole world, really. You know, we're going through this entire industrial revolution, rather. And, you know, the millennials have been kind of screwed. You know, they've been screwed by the 90s. They got screwed by 2008. Think about it. In the 90s, you know, the dot-com crash. In 2008, massive housing bubble crash. You know, and we've been like think about it, 2008. A lot of us were looking for work or going into college. What do you say to your kid after you've lost everything and he's going into college, and you say, okay, hey, good luck, you know, because I went to college and I lost everything in a single crash. And there's a lot of families around the world that were hugely impacted by 2008 and are still recovering from it. You know, it may not have affected you personally, but you know, the housing market bubble, when it crashed, it affected a lot of people. A lot of companies and industries went out. So, okay. Anyways, let's go back. Let's go back to it. Sorry for the rant, guys. All right. So GVT, again, this is looking good. So GVT and HPB are on my list right now. Even Stellar, but I think Stellar could drop a lot more. I think GVT could kind of take off a little bit. I mean, so GVT's, what is actually happening, I don't know if I marked this down or somewhere. So I believe it is April 1st. April 1st is when their alpha is launching. GVT's alpha is launching. So this is pretty exciting. Dragon Chain. So let's go over to KuCoin, because a lot of people are asking about KuCoin. All right. I thought I could find it there, but apparently not. Dragon Chain. So I bought this at $1.18. Excuse me. I bought this at $1.18. You know, last night, and that was pretty amazing. So I was up last night till like like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. just talking to people in the Moon Lounge. You know, buying things. So pretty cool stuff here. You know, bought down here, kind of shot up. We'll see what really happens with GVT. I mean, Dragon Chain. I'm bullish on Dragon Chain long term. Honestly, I am. But that being said, this is a rough sell for me. That's a rough sell. Let's go to the hourly and maybe insert some indicators here. Why am I bullish on Dragon Chain? And interesting. Oh, 1 second, guys. I always have to do this with Dragon Chain and any KuCoin coin because they do not have a they're not on TradingView, so I have to load each chart. So hourly is not looking the greatest, but I still think it's looking okay for Dragon. I think it could continue to go down. Dragon Chain got a good team. It's got decent technology. I don't think it's scalable as Qtum or Neo, but they are launching their own ICOs on Dragon Chain, almost a little bit like Tronex, just Tron, I guess, but the entire word is actually Tronex, but the entire company name, but we'll just call it Tron. Dragon Chain is doing the same thing as Tron, and I think there's a lot of hype behind it, a lot of good stuff. Long term, I'm bullish on it, but I think it could drop a little bit. I think it could drop a little bit until it becomes a little bit more stabilized. Because right now, Dragon Chain seems to be wavering a lot more than a lot of other coins. And KuCoin cryptocurrencies in general have taken a huge hit. Utrust, Synovio, a lot of these good cryptocurrencies with good teams. I know I've spoken to a lot of these CEOs personally and a lot of these team members personally, trying to figure out what their vision is. We wrote reports for them as well. Just a whole slew of reasons why I like those cryptocurrencies, and it's unfortunate that this hit took cryptocurrencies, or KuCoin cryptocurrencies, rather hard. All right. Let's keep going through, guys. Questions here. XRB. So if a lot of you guys didn't know, so XRB, where's XRB at? XRB. So XRB, remember Rayblox? Well, number 19 here. It rebranded to Nano, which is, I think, it was an amazing move for XRB. Early in their development stage, free transactions, essentially absolutely free transactions on Nano, and they did a big rebrand move very early, and I think that's very smart of them because Rayblox was an awful name. I think Nano slips off the tongue better, feels a little bit more native, and just from a marketing perspective, I think it attracts more marketers than Rayblox as well. He's saying a lot of people don't know. What blockchain technology even is. They don't understand, what a block is. So a block is a series of transactions, and then it's held on the block, and then the block has to get confirmed 6 times. So that means all these nodes are confirming the block. You understand? So, and then a block builds off another block. That's why it's called a blockchain. That's a very rough translation of what blockchain technology is, but you get the picture. Wow, look at Bitcoin Cash hitting $1,000. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are being unfairly punished. So let's go look at Nano. Sweet. Is it on Binance yet? No, it can't be on Binance yet. So I guess we're gonna have to look at it here on KuCoin. I'm on GDAX right now. That's not looking too bad, right? On the hourly. Let's draw some trend lines here. Draw that yellow and let's thicken that up. I like that. I think that's good. And let's see if this works out as well. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I can even drop this a little bit. I think it was a little too tight. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Rising wedge forming, but I think it's going to consolidate at a higher point. I honestly don't think it's going to break down too far. That being said, I think a lot of the hype needs to cool down. Let's look at that 8 hour. Yeah, I'm not buying something that looks like that. That's just not worth it for me. I think we could see a lower price point. I think we could absolutely see a lower price point. I'm not going to buy something that's that parabolic. I think Nano's potential is great. I think it has a lot of potential. Dragon Chain, the slumber score. Yeah, so Dragon Chain also has slumber points that you earn essentially through a dedicated wallet. I think there's I think the applications are open now, so you could pretty much register your address to earn slumber points. It's on Binance. Nano is on Binance. Wow. Okay, I missed all these comments. So, wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's only been for 2 days. Look at that. Let me give you some expert analysis with these two candles, guys. So here we have two candles. You know. No, this is, you know, I can't really tell you anything here. There's nothing really to say. I mean, it kind of popped off. Of course it did when it hit Binance. But I've been in Binance. I've been in XRB for a while since we got onto KuCoin rather early. So I'm not buying anymore. I'm not buying anymore on Binance. I think all Binance, every time it gets listed on Binance, it drops. It drops incredibly. So I went on to BuyBox and I bought IOST. You know, I bought IOST here before it. No, I bought IOST on Huobi. I bought IOST on Huobi. I'm buying HPB on this, but on Huobi I bought IOST, and on it got listed on Binance. And let me show you what's happening. Yeah, it's just taking a gradual hit, and the entire market's doing that. But Binance usually, you know, things pump and they dump. Binance is a new Bittrex. Remember every coin that hit Bittrex? Like, think about it. Coins like what is that called? Co-found it. Was it co-found it? Coins like Patient Tory. Coins like Mysterium. Mysterium, I thought it was a good idea. And I looked into it, and just the team is nowhere. There's no communication anywhere. Their subreddits are dead. And I was like, damn, like this could have been a good idea. Decentralized VPN, I would use the hell out of that. And guess what happened? I don't know where they are, what's going on, but yeah, there's just no communication with Mysterium at all, and essentially turned out to be a shitcoin. Essentially, I mean, I'm still holding on to my bags, but it got pumped up, and you know, I've made that mistake several times, guys. I've made that mistake several times. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. All right, let's go back and look at some more serious cryptocurrencies. We have a lot of questions today. So we're getting questions on Ven. So let's go look at Ven. Ven. So Ven is looking decent. We are slowly climbing down, and hopefully we're going to find some sort of support here. Yeah, I actually really like that. I really like this support line right here. Maybe it'll be a decent time to pick up down here. If it gets under this orange line, maybe you could pick up. If you bought under this orange line, you would have already been up like at least 15-20% in a single day. I sold Ven on your sell call. Yeah, so Sam sold Ven at the top. Sam sold Ven right here, and then it just continued to plummet, and that was really smart of him. I did not listen to that call fully. I sold a little bit, but I should have probably listened to more. What is the value on that orange line? So that orange line, so essentially you could draw up your charts like this. Hold on, let me zoom in here. And let me show you guys where it is. So right here, see this orange line? There's support 1, there's support 2, there's support 3. and then that continues to, that continues to go through, and we see support forward. So obviously it's upward trending support, and I don't think the bullish momentum has quite broke yet. Even if we look at the daily, I'm sure it hasn't quite broke. It's broken. What a lie I just said. Let's look at the 12-hour. Everything's broken. Other than the 2-hour. Aha, weekly looks decent. But that being said, I think that support still remains. I mean, clearly it has. Clearly it has. Only last night did that happen. It broke through support and then shot right back up. Is Elastos a good investment? I have no idea what Elastos is, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. How important is the impact news about Korea, China, India, or Tether? It's pretty important. It's pretty important. I mean, we had Korea FUD. Hold on, let's go back to BTC. So we had Korean FUD coming all the way from essentially New Year's Eve down. So we had all that FUD here. And then we had India FUD that pretty much dropped us even lower. India and Tether FUD kind of combination. And last time that happened was China FUD. And China FUD was 9/15, right? So that's September 15th. So, these affect, a lot of this FUD affects market price justifiably. It is very justifiable. Your thought on Yuan Chain, is the hype justifiable? No, it's not. I don't think it is. And then there's a ton of good ideas, ton of supply chain management ideas, and I don't think that Yuan Chain is the end all be all. I'm new here. It looks like a great community. Well, welcome. It is a good community, and we do these videos live every day, either Sam or I, or Sam and I. There's a 2-person channel, and we've been doing this since 2013. I'm lucky enough to get in really early, and people used to call me crazy, just like, Bitcoin, don't waste your money on that stuff. And it's panned out well. Sam and I both met in engineering school, and the rest is history. We both got into cryptocurrencies around the same time. He got in a little earlier than me. I was like, damn, this stuff is revolutionary. So pretty cool. What are your thoughts on REC? Let's go take a look at REC. Wax, I actually looked into Wax today. I'm not sold yet. So REC, kind of forming this parallel channel downwards. And again, we'll probably find our support somewhere soon, hopefully. But there's no real angled trend line down. I think this is more of a structured support downwards. I mean, you could say this, right? You could say that, but I honestly think REC could easily break through that. Do you know why? Because actually, this doesn't look too bad. Stoke is low, RSI is low. Let's look at that on the 4-hour. Doesn't look too bad, but maybe we will break out through this, but this is not a falling wedge. This is a lie. Yeah, I don't see us breaking through this. All right. Let's read through some of your guys' questions. Yeah, this is a more interactive stream, guys. You guys ask, we go through the charts. I learn, you learn, everyone learns. All right. Can you do Walton Chain, rather? Walton Coin. Do you even crypto, Snay? Do you even crypto? All right. Whoa. Let's look at that on the daily. Whoa. I don't know about this one, boys. That's just I don't buy parabolic things like that. Or do I? Yeah, I'm not buying this. This is way too high. I think there's better opportunities elsewhere. If you're looking to hold. But if you're asking for an opportunity, a buy opportunity for Walton, I think there's better additions to your portfolio elsewhere. What are your thoughts on IOST? I do like that Patrick Dye is an advisor. So I invested in IOST when it was still on Huobi before it got listed onto Binance. So, I made out like a bandit there. I had like 400% gains in a single day. So I made out like a bandit there. And I only put in like, a little bit of money. But, I still made out like a bandit there. So I was happy about that trade. All right. For AI, who do you like? But I'm not impressed by AI. AI is like VR. It's completely a pipe dream. Completely a pipe dream. Bella Dog asks, GVT or OMG right now? Let's go check it out. So we already went through GVT, but we did not go through OMG. So that's looking pretty decent right now. Look at that. OMG is hitting that support. Got too low, got pushed back up. Low, pushed back up. Low, pushed back up. And this is a nice little trend line that we've been following. That's not too bad, guys. That just isn't too bad. I just have so much OMG that I don't even want to think about buying some more, but I will if the opportunity's right. But I don't want. You also want to keep your portfolio diversified, and you don't want to over leverage or extend yourself on a single cryptocurrency. You want to have some diversity. So let's go. Have you looked at Selfkey? Yeah, I've looked at Selfkey. It's an interesting project. Hey Snay, how much money are you down right now? How can you buy on these lows when the losses to your portfolio are so high? So let me give you a story here. Remember, this is exactly, I don't want to bring up this millennial question again, but let me show you guys. Guys, you have to put it in my perspective, okay? When I was buying down here, back here, 2015, 2014 was even lower. This is not low for me. This is not low for me. I mean, I'm still flying quite high here. Just a little bit of a correction. Okay. And a lot of people are going to exit the market. That's fine. This has happened time and time again. Just if we really want to go through it, we can. Let's go through it. Kraken should have a longer time frame. Yep, they've got it going back since 2013. All right, so let's actually walk through it, because a lot of people don't believe me that January is a pretty bad year. So, January is a pretty bad time. So look at that. 51% decline through quarter one on 2013 to 2014. Whoops. That was not as bad. Still 34% drop on 2015. Let's see what's happening in 2016. 2016. We had a 20% drop. 2017. Oops. %34 drop. 2000 and guys, I'm on the logarithmic scale, so if you're looking at my scale right now, it's going to be logarithmically inclined, right? So if we look at it again, let's see. 56%. It's not too bad. I mean, we've seen. I mean, obviously we've seen worse. I mean, we haven't seen worse really. And we've seen single day worse, but this long-term trend it's not really concerning to me. But you know, that being said, I still have some stop losses set. You know, if it does break through these critical marks. I really so. Look at BTC over Dow Jones index by end of year. Wow, that is interesting. That is interesting. That's Dow Jones is like what? How much is the Dow Jones worth right now? 25,000. And the Dow Jones had a 666 point loss. Apparently, it was like one of the worst days ever. The worst single day loss ever. Like, look at this. Dow plunges 666 points. Worst day since Brexit. And Brexit was a terrible day for the economy. That's insane. That's insane. That's what happens when you lose faith in you know, institutional investments and traditional market investments. That's crazy. Are you excited about high performance blockchain? Absolutely. You know, I'm thinking about buying some now. And 25,000 actually is, I think we'll easily pass it. You know, at this rate, who knows? Actually, you know, who knows? But I think we're good. I think we're fine. Honestly. And I'm getting comments here saying BTC will drop down to 2K. That's, I don't know. There's some far stretch stuff going on here. But the daily, even the MAC still looks like we're going down. You know, we're continuing to break through these supports, but we'll find our bottom, whether that be at 7,000, 6,000, 5,000. You know, for me, it's a long-term hold. I haven't really exited that much. You know, I will. This is still. I'm still learning. You know, this is my industry. You know, I have a stake in it, and I think it's going to do very well throughout. You know, 2018, 2019, and 2020. I think the thing to beat Bitcoin hasn't been invented yet. All right. Let's see you guys' questions. What are your thoughts on XVG? Let's go take a look at XVG. And guys, last warning, go share on Twitter, or go retweet on Twitter, go share on Facebook, and leave a comment below on today's video. And for yesterday's video, we will give out some free cryptocurrency, and for today's video we'll give it out tomorrow. So check that out. And this will probably be the last coin I do. I've been on for like an hour and change, so I think I'm going to call it a night pretty soon. Wow, guys, I told you guys to exit up here. I'm just like, please guys, it's a shit coin, and it is a shit coin. Look at that. I bought so incredibly early. I bought so incredibly early that, you know, I actually took a little bit of a loss. That's how early I bought in. It's kind of funny. That's actually pretty funny. And this is on Binance. That's why it makes sense. Okay, yeah, I still took a loss. But, you know, this is such a huge gain for me. You know, 15, 20x gain. and I sold off. I was really happy about this position. But that being said, you know, I started selling off immediately after this run up. I even sold off down here. You know, I was mad that I sold off down here, and then it continues to drop, and I think it's going to continue to drop until people understand that where its price level is supposed to belong at. And I think that long blue line is where that price level belongs. And let's open up this moving average. Let's push it to the daily real quick. Yep, and we're hitting that blue line on the moving average here. Like, that's where it belongs, right down here. 500 Satoshis. Right now we're at 600. Yep, I think that's it. The day after tomorrow, the Philadelphia Eagles going to win the Super Bowl. Hell yeah. Go Eagles. I'm from Philadelphia, so cannot hate on the Eagles at all. I'm from a lot of places, but I grew up in North Carolina, and I lived in Philadelphia through college and a little bit of high school. But that being said, guys, let's give away some free cryptocurrency. All right, random number generator. All right, so 1 for Facebook, 2 for Twitter, 3 for YouTube. Twitter it is. Let's go to Twitter. Now, yesterday's video, if you guys retweeted that, last chance to buy Bitcoin, there it is. 80 retweets, but it only shows 25. So 1, 2, yeah, it only shows 25 retweets. Why can't I see that? Okay, there it is. So we'll pick a number 1 through 25. Number 19. Let's see. So let's count from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. So 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. Glenn, congratulations. We're snipping you out. We're gonna find you. And we're going to get you some free cryptocurrency. Congratulations. And thank you for sharing, retweeting, and leaving a comment on the YouTube video after the video is done. We're live right now, so you cannot do that right now. But congratulations. You win some free cryptocurrency. All right, let's keep going through 1 or 2 more questions. Nope. Okay. All right, so we have one more question on ETH, and then we'll call it a day. Snake, when is a good time to buy Ethereum? Let's hide that moving average. So honestly, I would say under this 0.01 mark. I think that's an incredible time to buy. And if memory serves me correctly, let's go take a look at Coinigy. And let's go to CoinMarketCap as well. GDAX, yeah, Bitfinex, okay. All right, let's see it. Is this happening? Oh. Well, that's a pretty nice wall. That's a pretty nice wall. Yeah. I think underneath 0.01, if you can manage it, I think it would be a pretty decent time to pick up some Ethereum. But that being said, let's look at that 4 hour. Ooh, 4 hour slowing down. Let's look at what the 2 hour is. Hey, this doesn't look too bad, right? So maybe we'll see another parabolic action by Ethereum. When will Ethereum stop? I mean, look at this, guys. We're at all-time highs here for Ethereum. So cannot beat that stuff. That is amazing. Okay. maybe it'll start to parabolic rise. The signals are there. Low RSI, momentum waning, buy signal, MACD about to cross on the 2 hour. It's there. The buy signals are there. So ETH now, possibly. And that being said, congratulations again to winner chicken dinner, Glenn 83019608. That is one mouthful of a username, but thanks again for participating in this reshare. And guys, we have a couple products out. If you're interested in technical analysis and learning more about cryptocurrencies, we have a course out. And of course, we have our 14-day free trial for the Cryptosonic Advantage. You can literally go in there for 14 days, read all the reports, or steal all the reports, read them. I don't think you could actually read them outside of the website, but you could read them for 14 days, absolutely free, and then you could decide whether or not you want to stay. And if you want to stay, you get access to the Moon Lounge. And the Moon Lounge is a pretty cool community. I learn a lot, and hopefully, people learn a lot from us too. We have 6 dedicated writers that are just constantly churning out information. So do check that out, guys. It's in the description below. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Oh yeah, also, there's this really cool ICO that Sam released yesterday. It's called Signals ICO. It's essentially technical analysis on the blockchain. I think it's pretty cool, and you guys should go check out that ICO if you get a chance as well. I'm thinking about it. I'm very skeptical on ICOs. I rarely put too much money into ICOs, but this one, I look at the charts all day, every day. So I think I don't know. I think it kind of fits my niche. Anyways, thanks again, guys. Peace out. This is Sneh here, Cryptosomniac. See ya.